All right, great, everybody. Hey, my name is Chuck Hansen. It's June the 10th, 2018. And hey, I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself and then introduce you to a product and a company called Valentus. I've been around the network marketing industry now for 3 decades. I can't hardly believe it. I have to pinch myself sometimes that it's been 3 decades, but yes. And I've had the good fortune of being at the right place at the right time a couple of times in my career over that 30 years. And as a result of that, have made a substantial amount of money. It gave me the opportunity to work at home for the past 30 years and pretty much do whatever I wanted to do for those 30 years. So, but you know, something happened May the 20th, and I really didn't expect this to happen. But I had been in touch with an old friend of mine by the name of Rick Geralds and Dave Jordan about his company called Valentus. And those guys put me on a conference call. I heard about the new product launch that they were doing. Valentus will be 4 years old in July. I've known Dave for about 8 years. I watched him kind of put everything together. And you know, I really didn't pay any attention to it until I listened to this conference call. And what I heard on the call was absolutely phenomenal. I heard testimonial after testimonial after testimonial after testimonial about a product called Slim Roast Optimum. Slim Roast Optimum. This is an instant coffee that tastes absolutely incredible. But more importantly, it does some amazing things. Now, I've never really been a big believer in, you know, miracle products and all of those things, but I have to tell you, I started on this Slim Roast product on Saturday, 2 weeks ago, right? On the 26th of May, and made the mistake of taking 2 scoops. There's very tiny scoops, so I thought, how could it hurt? I didn't read the directions. They're very, very small. So unless you've got eagle vision or a magnifying glass, you really can't read it. So I thought, well, what the heck, 2 scoops. So 2 scoops, and I was off to the races. I mean, it was like, you know, I didn't have any jitters. I didn't have any anything else going on except that I had a lot of energy. I had absolutely no appetite, and over the course of the morning, I could feel, you know, something going on with respect to any type of cravings whatsoever. So, you know, here it's been 2 weeks, right? And I started out my journey at 207, and yes, that's my scale, right? And so today's weight was 196.4, so I've lost 11 pounds in just over 2 weeks in a day, right? 2 weeks in a day. So does the product work? Absolutely. Can everybody do it? Positively. You know, it's drinking 2 cups of coffee. So, you know, that's what got me excited, as well as a few other things. So what I wanted to do was kind of go through a few things with you. And like I said, my weight loss has been absolutely phenomenal. My wife is noticing it, and you know, everybody else is starting to notice it. I always like to put this slide up. You know, it's one of those things that you just, you know, that a year from now, right? You wish you would have got started today. And I can't tell you how many people have told me that over the course of the last 30 years. Hey, if you would have just pushed a little harder, I would have got started right then. Or why didn't you push me a little bit? You know, whatever the case is. So, you know, that's why I did this is I want you guys to see what I see with Valentus. You know, what I did prior to my career in network marketing is that I owned an advertising agency for 16 years. I got involved in the business because I saw a lot of people making more money monthly than I was making annually, and that was the hook. You know, I mean, I just couldn't stand it. I had to get involved. I had to sell our advertising business, and I had to get involved in network marketing. And one of the things that we did in our advertising agency was market analysis, right? We looked at how do you get more market share? Well, the bigger the problem, the easier the solution, the more market share you're going to obtain. And what I'm telling you is that we've got a problem that is absolutely gigantic, and I'm going to go through that very quickly here this evening. And what you're going to see is, you know, weight loss, right? Weight loss. I mean, people being overweight. And, you know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that people are overweight. All you have to do is go down to the local mall, go to a grocery store, pretty much go anywhere, and you can see it. But here's some of the stats that I pulled off the internet. You know, 50% of American adults are dieting. Imagine that. They go through 4 weight loss attempts every year. So they start and they stop and they start and they stop and they start and they stop. And why is that? They're too difficult. They're called diet and exercise. Diet and exercise. Nobody wants to diet and nobody wants to exercise. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I exercise. Yeah, for about a week, right? And then you quit. That's why the gym owners can sell 10 times the memberships than their club can actually hold, because they know everybody quits. And that cycle just continues and continues and continues. But, you know, Americans spend $60 billion a year on dieting. So we've got a gigantic market. 300 million people worldwide are obese. Another 750 million are overweight. So, you know, we've got a huge market. 60% of the adults in the United States are obese, and 13%, nearly 13% of the children. So, you know, obesity causes all kinds of other problems, right? And everybody knows that, but, you know, I don't know that we're really telling the story all that much. Heart disease, high blood pressure, liver disease, strokes, diabetes. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of things. And, you know, this is what I found shocking. 822 people a day, 300,000 people a year die from obesity-related illnesses. So, you know, we've got a huge market, and we can make a difference in a lot of people's lives just by getting them this product. You know, so, you know, what is it about the Valentus story? You know, our problem is really global, right? Here's the stats for the United States. We're the #1, we're the fattest country in the world. And 64% of the adults in the United States are overweight or obese. So huge market. Here we are in England, right? 1 out of 3 people in England, in the UK, being obese. But America is currently the top, you know, with Mexico 2nd place and the UK in 3rd. I threw in Australia here because I've got some Aussies that are looking at the business, and I wanted to throw in a stat for them. They said, there's nobody fat down here. I said, you're wrong. I said, you're absolutely wrong. So there's what it is. So, you know, we've got a global problem, but we've got a very, very simple solution. Drink Slim Roast Optimum. I mean, how much more simpler can it be than to drink 2 cups of coffee a day? I mean, everybody can do that. So a lot of people say, well, you know, I don't drink coffee. Well, here's the stats. You know, 254 million people drink 1 to 4 cups of coffee every day in the United States. That is a lot of people drinking an awful lot of coffee. So 2/3 of the world's population drink coffee. So do people drink coffee? Absolutely. The world already drinks it. So all we're asking people to do is switch brands, right? Switch brands. And really and truly, people don't have much loyalty to brands. They want to know what it'll do for them, you know, whether it's price or whether it's benefits. And we've got a great benefit. And that is really the key point here, is that, You know, we're not asking anybody to do anything different. We're not changing their habits. We're just asking them to replace Maxwell House or whatever they're buying with Slim Roast and just try it. And I'm telling you folks, you don't have to try but a cup or two, and you're going to start to feel the effects of no cravings for sugar, no cravings for sweets, no cravings for carbs, no cravings whatsoever. In fact, no appetite at all, and you'll have to force yourself to eat. The weight will start piling off. Now, some people say, well, you know, I really don't drink coffee. You know, my religious beliefs or whatever. And I go, that's perfectly fine. You can take it and put it into a protein shake. You can do anything with it, just as long as you get it consumed, right? It doesn't have to be in a cup and, you know, dark roast coffee. Throw it inside of a protein shake. I do that for lunch. I have one coffee now in the morning, and then I have my protein shake about noon, and I throw a scoop in there. So, you know, we can have an impact, and you can have an impact on millions of people. And this is what I saw with Valentus, and this is the reason that I really got involved. And it really is pretty simple. You know, they had early success, right? Their first year, 300,000, then a tenfold increase to 2015 of 3 million. Not bad, tenfold increase. Then another tenfold increase of 32 million in 2016. Then they got into a battle. They got into a battle with the supplier of their coffee product. They wanted to double the price. So Dave Jordan, being the kind of business person that he is, wouldn't stand for that, took him to court, and well, it took him a long time to get it resolved. They got it resolved. Dave now owns the formulation, and on May the 20th, 2018, that's when they introduced Slim Roast Optimum. So 2018, I mean, they've already have the foundation set up. They've got a 30,000 square foot building in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Customer service is in-house. Shipping is in-house. And, you know, the foundation and the infrastructure is there. So we're not talking about a startup, right? We're talking about a company that's already done $32 million in business in 1 year, in 2016. My prediction is that they're going to equal or better in 2019 what they did in 2016. They'll do 30 to 50 million, hands down. I mean, with this product and a sampling program that we're putting together, the 30 to 50 million is a slam dunk. 2020, 100 to 150 million dollars in business easily. As we grow our international markets, we're getting all the products registered in all the various international markets. In 2021, you know, 200 to 300 million. Now, I don't know if you've ever been involved with a company that's gone through that kind of growth, but I have several times, and I can tell you what, it's an awful lot of fun. It's something that's called momentum, right? And people are attracted to the company because of the money that's being made and the growth that's taking place and the stories that are being told. So by all means, you definitely want to pay attention. And, you know, what I suggest is start now. Don't wait. You know, this year, start to put your team together so that in 2019, you know, we're going to take this thing through the summer. We'll take it through the fall, through the winter time. But then the diet season of 2019, right? January will be the start of an incredible, incredible journey for the next 3 years. I plan, you know, my own personal goals is to get back up to a six-figure monthly income that my wife became very accustomed to. So I'm going to do that for her just one more time, and I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, what are you waiting for? You know, it's never going to be easier than it is right now, and here's why, right? I put 1 in 1,000 people know the name Valentus. I doubt it. I think it's probably more like 1 in 5,000. maybe 1 in 10,000. I don't know, but I know that nobody knows about this company. In 3 years, that number is going to shrink, right? Because of all the stories, because of the internet, because of all the things that'll get posted. More and more people will hear the buzz. And in 3 years, that number might be 1 in 100, might be lower than that, but certainly a lot more people are going to know about Valentus. So, my suggestion is to recruit while it's easy. And that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm doing, is just recruit while it's easy. You can start a global weight loss coffee business for $499. Now, Dave has invested millions of dollars into the infrastructure already, and you have the ability to jump right in and take advantage of all of that for $499. So build a 5 or 6 figure monthly residual income. I think that's more than possible over the course of the next 3 years. Now, it's not going to happen accidentally. It's not going to be happening because you're lucky. It's going to be happening, and it's going to happen because you went to work. Now, if you're allergic to work, then this is probably not the company for you. But if you're looking for a solid residual income where people love the product, continue to buy the product, customers will buy the product, distributors will buy the product and share the product with other people, then by all means, you'll want to get back to the person that gave you this and take the tour, right? Take advantage of what's going on right now. What I wanted to do was to take you through the compensation plan very quickly because, like with any good business, you make a decision to do something and then, here's the compensation plan. So, and I'm not going to spend a great amount of time going through each individual part, but I want to hit the highlights, right? What makes this plan different? Now, the compensation plan has got a lot of different ways to get paid, 7 exactly. But what I want to show you is, if this works, okay, next slide. Next slide. Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. 4 packages to get started. Now I said, the $499 package is the optimum way to get started, but obviously if you don't have $499 and you can't get $499, there's other ways to get started. You just can't maximize the compensation plan. So what I did was put together a little, at a glance comparison chart. So here are the product packages over here, the basic, the starter, the advanced, and the business builder package. There are the prices, and you can see the cost per box. There's 16 boxes of product in the business builder package. So you're buying product for like $31 a box compared to $59 a box if you only buy 1 box, right? You're getting up ranked to Ruby. Your retail commission across the board is 25%. Your fast start bonus, depending upon, is $100. So, and then the legacy bonus and the dual team bonus and the dual team match bonus, I'll get into here in a second. Fast start commissions, we all know what that is. Somebody in your organization buys, somebody that you personally enroll buys a business builder package, you earn $100 fast start bonus, 20%, right? 20% right out of the gate. Now, if you started at a lesser package because that's all you could afford to do, and you were to sponsor somebody at a business builder package, they spent the $499, guess what? You still earn $100, right? So you can earn your way into a bigger package and maximizing the compensation plan. So the next part that I wanted to show you, again, if we can get this to work. Looks like my internet is slow tonight. Okay. Okay, the next part is real quickly, I wanted to, if you enroll 3, and I'm just going to assume for a second that you started out, here's you right here in the center, right, with a $499 package, and this is a binary team, right? So you've got 2 teams, you got a left side and a right side, and you put 1 on your left. Now, I'll explain a little bit more about the binary here in a second, but you put 1 on the left. They purchased the same thing that you did, right? You duplicated, you earned $100. You put 2 other people on your right, and the left leg here says this is the leg that your upline is building, and I'll explain more about that in a second. And this is the leg that you're going to be focusing on building with our power line system. And you put 3 people in a month. You earn $100 fast start on each, which is $300. You also participate in a global bonus pool. And the global bonus pool is about $250 a share, and that jumps up and down a little bit, but about $250 a share. So if you were to do that, I just wanted to show you that there's a way to very quickly get back what you participated and what you spent on your product. One of the other very exciting bonuses is called the Legacy Coded Bonus. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through the details, but it's a coded bonus. And for all of you that have worked a code plan before, the first 3 people that come in that purchase a business builder package, $499 package, that legacy bonus is paid to your upline. You still get the fast start bonus, but the legacy bonus, which is also $100, is paid to your upline. And the same thing happens for the people that you enroll, okay? So your 4th and the 5th and the 6th person here, you're going to pick up not only the fast start bonus of $100, but also the legacy bonus of $100. So you've earned $200 on that $500 purchase, 40%. But more importantly, the first 3 people that each one of these that you personally sponsored sponsors, you're going to get paid that $100 legacy bonus. So you're going to earn 3 and 3. If you had these 2 here sponsored their first 3, you'd earn 6 times 100, right? And you keep earning that 3, the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 to infinity. So the $100 legacy bonus is only available after your 4th person that purchases the $499 business builder package. Here's a little example I put together. You sponsor 10 people. I know all of you out there can sponsor 10 people if you want to. $499 package, the first 3 sales of the legacy is paid to your upline. You wind up earning $700, right? Those 7, pay close attention here, those 7 each enroll 10, right? Their first 3, which is 7 times 3 is 21, you earn $100. So $2,100 is paid to you from that legacy bonus. Now, and I said this just goes deeper and deeper to infinity, right? It's all coded to you. Those 70 go out and enroll 10. The first 3 of those 70 would be 210 people. You earn $100. $21,000 is paid to you. And that legacy bonus is paid monthly. So, you know, a lot more detail to that, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what the legacy bonus is all about. It really is getting paid on the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3 to infinity. So, you know, for those of you that are out there that are sponsoring monsters, right, that go out and can sponsor the world, think about that duplication. When they sponsor their 3 and that group sponsors their 3 and so on and so forth. So that'll be a huge part of your income. Let me talk about the dual team real quick. Binaries have been around for a long time. Most of them aren't very good because they pay a percentage on the weaker leg of, or the lesser team, right? Well, guess what? Nobody wants to be on the lesser team. They all want to be on the power leg, the power team, whatever you want to call it. They all want to be on that side. So nobody ever gets on the lesser. So a percentage of nobody on your lesser leg is nothing, right? This dual team is a little bit different. Every time there's 200 in business volume on one leg and 100 in business volume on the other, you earn $20, right? To a maximum of 100,000 a week. Now, you might say, well, what's 200 business volume? That is 4 boxes of product. Basically 50 business volume per box of product. And that's counting all of the auto ships. That's counting all of the products that are purchased in that organization to infinity. So you can see very quickly that you'll start seeing some very handsome dual team checks, and this will really become the major part of your income. Right now I'm building everybody's left side. That's the leg that I'm building. I'm putting one leader after the next, after the next, after the next, and it really doesn't matter how deep that leg goes. Everybody upline from that purchase gets credited for that business volume. So I'm building the left leg, you are building the right leg, or vice versa, right? And you can talk to your sponsor about that. But your upline is going to do 2/3 of the work. Each time your entire group does 100 BV to infinity, you're going to earn $20. So that's a huge, huge part of the income. Again, the $20 cycle bonus is only paid to those that purchase the $4.99 Business Builder package. It's a lesser amount if you start at lesser. But you know what? You can't upgrade, but you can just buy the Business Builder package at any time and jump right in and qualify for all the money. The dual team match, what happens here is you're earning a matching income on your personally sponsored level 1 and I put down here, what if you had 10 people that you personally sponsored? Each one of them was making $1,000 in the dual team bonus, then you're making 20%. You're making $200 times 10 or $2,000, right? Level 2, the people that they sponsor, right? Those 10 each have 10. That's 100, right? That are making $1,000. You're making a 10% bonus, 10 times, 100 times, $100 times 100 people, $10,000 bonus, right? Level 3, 5%. Level 4, 3%. I think you get the idea. Again, the 4-level dual team match is only paid to those people that purchase the $4.99 Business Builder package, lesser amounts for those that don't. So, the dual team bonus and the match are going to be the 2 biggest parts of your check as your team matures. So in the beginning, it's going to be fast start bonuses and those kind of things, legacy bonuses and so on. But then the dual team bonus and the match are really going to take over. The global 1% global enrollment pool, again, only paid to those people that start with the Business Builder package or buy a subsequent Business Builder package. Each time you enroll 3 people in a month that purchase that Business Builder package, you earn 1 share of the pool. You can earn unlimited shares, right? So I'm hoping in June to get a few shares of those of that pool myself. So working diligently on that. To max out, and this is really the bottom line, to max out the compensation plan, you've got to order the $499 Business Builder package. Hey, it's 16 boxes of product, and you're going to discover very quickly how you run out of product. I mean, I brought two of these over to some offices the other day, and I've started to get responses from those offices. My GP, my general practitioner, and then I brought one over to my orthopedic guy. He's doing some knee injections on me. And then I brought one over to a salon, a hair salon, that's got 28 stylists. And I asked the hair salon people to put my email, I put my email up there, and I said, send me, after you've had your cup of coffee that morning, then send me over a response. Well, I got a nice email from the owner of the shop, and he said that there was a lot more productivity. So he liked that. A lot more productivity, a lot more energy. No, people didn't want to take lunch breaks or snack breaks, right? So he liked that. And so he wants me to come back this week and talk to him about, putting the product into the store. So I think that they loved it. So, all I ever say is dream big. I never thought that I was going to make $15 million in this industry. I never thought in my wildest dreams that would happen. But, when I started making those six-figure monthly checks, and they just kept coming, and they kept coming, and they kept coming, and they kept coming, it doesn't take very long for things to mount up and get to be okay. I see a huge run over the course of the next 3 years. So by all means, do whatever you have to do in order to get started now. Get back to the person that let you see this little short video and get started. So I'll see you all here next week, and we do the same thing. Okay, goodbye, everybody.